Hey guys, today we got one of my friends, Kanese, with us. We're gonna be interviewing her, and we're gonna figure out her personality type. Comment below what you think her personality type is. But let's get into it. So, Kanese, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kanese. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay, that's fine. We'll get to the fun stuff. Where you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
So I'm getting ready to graduate with my bachelor's. I currently work in medical marketing. So I do a lot of like client sales and a lot of like just distribution factors and things like that. So I currently work with Milan. Um, I want to move more into like travel marketing with them.
Hmm.
So somewhere in there.
Okay, okay. So let's say hmm. Shelly, my brain's going for me. Ask a question,
Yeah. What
Shelly.
do you think the biggest problem is with humanity?
There we go.
The biggest problem with humanity, like currently, like, or just like historically.
However you want to answer. Otherwise,
Okay, so I feel like just like compassion, like I feel like humans, like we're very like social creatures, but when it comes to like compassion, like we let like pride or power, prejudice, money, things like that get in the way of just like taking care of like one another, even though like we're supposed to be social, but like we naturally care for each other. We can be very selfish.
Okay, that sounds good. If you could have 3 wishes, what would you wish for and why?
Um, I got 3 wishes. Um, I think the first one would just be for like peace, for like my nuclear family. So like my dad, my mom, my sister. Um like maybe like I don't know, like I'm not a person that desires a lot. Um
You got
honestly,
3 wishes. You got
I
one.
know I'm trying to think. Like I really don't know. I would like do like free food, like never have to pay for food again.
Is that for
And
you
then
or for everybody? What is this?
um I don't know, for everybody, I feel like world hunger is like a real issue.
Hmm.
I feel bad when I see people like can't afford food.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. Um, and then last one. Like free travel, like to be able to like travel for myself though.
Oh, is this all for yourself? Free food and free travel, right?
No, like I feel like free travel should be for like everybody. And
Hmm.
then like I want peace for my family. Like I want them to be like good and like tranquility. But like I want to travel for free.
Okay, we got that. Okay. Okay, think about the best time of your life, and tell me what's going on.
Do you have another question, Mike?
Okay. Okay. What are your goals for 2023? I know we
For
have,
like the rest of this year?
yeah.
So I'm training for a clinic manager position. So I'd be conducting like a lot of consultations. I'd be getting close with like a lot of my clients, building rapport with them. So that's definitely one of my big goals right now is to try to like actively make that transition. I'm definitely under a lot of guidance for it now, but I'm not sure if I'll actually make the transition before the year ends because I would have to move to another clinic. So it's a little bit out of my hands. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's like my biggest goal right now for the remainder of the year.
Okay. What's a skill like what is something you notice about yourself that other people just don't have? Like good skill.
Um, I think that like I can be like really either time management or just like really flexible because like I do a lot, like I work a lot, I go out a lot, go to school, and like a lot of people like tell me that like they don't know how I do everything that I do. So either like the time management that I have to do those things, or the fact that like I kind of like am like a chameleon, like I can move in between all of those spaces seamlessly without being like really droggy or like unprofessional or like not being able to like carry myself in those separate environments. So either of those.
Okay. Okay. What's a skill that you think everybody should learn?
Um, I think everybody should have to work in customer service at least once. Like, and why?
Yeah.
Bro, because the way that people treat you in customer service is just like eye-opening. Like people were really like, instead of like going into the customer service and like treating people like you see like an old lady at like the reception desk or something, like instead of treating her like you would treat your mom, like people just like yell at them or treat them badly or blame them for things that are out of their control. Um, but also people should have to work in customer service to realize just like how to like give service to someone else, you know, like because there are a lot of service jobs that make the world go round and people do not know how to work in that and they don't know how to accommodate other people.
Okay, wow. So customer service. Shelly, you got one?
Yeah, how do you go about learning new things?
I'm a kinesthetic learner. I'm a very hands-on person.
Very hands-on. So,
Yeah, like um even with like my current job, I told them like I had to do a virtual training for like a week and then I told them I was like this isn't going to make a difference unless I actually do this stuff in person.
what they say?
Well, they told me that they were like, well, we're gonna give you a bunch of practice. Like, we just want you to be like familiar with like our IT systems, like our protocol. I'm like, I mean, that's fine. Like, I understand that, I respect that. But unless we put this to active practice, like, I'm still not gonna know what to do. Like, I'm not gonna remember it. So,
Bad memory.
um, selective memory more so.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. How's like, do you have a routine for life, or are you just kind of like a go with the flow type person? Like, what do you see yourself?
I like live, eat, and breathe my calendar. Like, I had to put this on my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wake up around like 6:30, 6 in the morning every day.
Mm-hmm.
I feed my dog, make sure that he's good. I make myself breakfast. I eat. I go to work. Same time every day. I go to lunch at the same time every day. I I come home relatively around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I have a pretty good routine,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Know what somebody says is true.
Hmm?
How do you know what someone says is true?
I don't believe anything that anyone says, to be honest. I feel like I don't put anything past anyone. Like I feel like anyone is capable of doing anything. Like even if it's like your best friend, your mom, your dad, like even the people that are like closest to you will always disappoint you. They're always gonna like inevitably end up hurting you. It's human nature. Nobody's perfect. So like as far as like telling the truth goes, like I just go with my gut. Like if they're not like I don't know. Like I don't know.
well,
Polygraph maybe.
so you so you don't trust nobody.
I just like logically, if you tell me something and I feel like it's not true, I'm not gonna believe it. Like,
Like, how do you go about that?
so like my ex-boyfriend, I called him and he was at a girl's house at 2:30 in the morning and he's like, nothing happened. And I'm like, it's 2:30 in the morning? Fuck you. Like, I'm not gonna believe something like that, you know? Like, I don't know. But like I can be very easy to like surprise with stuff because like I said, like I'm in my routine. Like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, like I'm not gonna pay much attention to it unless it's like in my face. Like it has to be something drastic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Um, what do you think is a ability something that you have that sabotages yourself? Like somebody would say something that sabotages me is I just go, and then I end up like fucking up my health somewhere along the lines. What do you think is something you do?
I overthink a lot. Like I'll like overanalyze a situation.
Okay.
So like
How do you do that?
so like I'll just like start to think about like a situation that I'm in and I'll start to think about like 50 different ways that like it could have gone or like what somebody possibly meant by what they said, even if it's not what they meant. And I'll kind of like take it in and I'll be like, I don't know, like if I said the right thing, if I handled it right. So I feel like that kind of like I also have a bad temper. But
Yeah,
like
bad. Ooh.
I'll just be honest. Like I get
Yeah, bad.
mad really easily. Like I get annoyed really easy. Like I just be like
Okay. What's something that stresses you out?
disorganization,
Disorganization.
lack of leadership,
Yeah.
ignorance.
Ignorance. Okay.
What do you consider the most important thing to you besides friends and family?
Um, stability, having a place to sleep, having a place to eat, having a place to cry. Like
Somebody said cry.
I'm
Oh.
serious. Stability is like really important. Like a lot of people don't think about that.
Mhm.
So how comfortable are you in social situations with people you don't know?
Like if I'm by myself, I feel like I can be really awkward. Like if I'm just like thrown in a room and I don't know anybody in the room, I feel like I can be like just like I'm not gonna be the first person to talk to anyone. Like I don't know anybody from any of my classes that you have. None, zero. Um, but like if I'm like forced to talk, like in like a group project or like some type of like speech or something like that, like I'll kind of like I'll do what I have to do, but I'm really not the first person to kind of like reach out and like start talking to people. Kind of just stay to myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Where do you see your life in 10 years?
Ooh, we hit a 10 year.
I'll be 33, hopefully married, hopefully done having any kids if I choose to have any. Um, not living in Gainesville. I definitely want to like hopefully either be in the process of buying a house, already bought the house by 33. Career wise, I feel like I'll be like settled in my career. Definitely be like upper management, like in like regional, something like that. So,
Do you find it hard to make decisions?
um, I find it hard to make decisions that involve other people. So if it's just me, like I'll just be like, fuck it, like, and I'll pick something. But if it's like if it involves other people, then like I find this decision more difficult to make because I don't like to force anybody to do anything.
Okay. Let's see here. If you were to go to jail for anything, what would it be and why?
Probably assault or public intoxication, one of those two. But I feel like they go hand in hand.
So,
Nah, bro, like I'm just saying, like, I'm not a violent person. I just have violent outbursts. I'm misunderstood.
oh, misunderstood. That's an Enneagram 4 shit. Oh my God. What do you think people misunderstand about you?
I feel like I'm not a person who wears my emotions very openly. So I feel like I come off as very cold to a lot of my friends. Like they think of me as like the strong friend, like the friend like they don't need to check on and stuff like that. But I really do deal with a lot. I just don't put my business out there and I don't like to talk about my business. And I'm not a person who seeks help. Like I'm not a person like it took me a long time to start going to therapy, and I'm somebody who needed to go to therapy. And even now, like I kind of ghost my therapist because I don't like to talk about the things that I'm going through. Like I don't find it helpful. Like the things that they say to me, like I'm just like, okay, I know this already. Like I know what I should be doing. I know how I should be handling it. Like, I know I should feel different than I do, but I don't. So you telling me that is like an annoyance. So yeah. I feel like I'm emotionally misunderstood.
You feel like you're emotionally misunderstood. That's
Yeah.
definitely for Enneagram there. What did you want to be when you were younger?
When I was younger, like a socialite, like I was like, oh, I want to be president, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be an actress, like stuff like that, like stuff that's very like out there, very like high profile status.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you like status. So you can still shoot for that. Why aren't you?
That's not really stuff that I'm like interested in anymore. So when I came to UF, I was pre-med. I was really interested in like helping people.
Mm-hmm.
My dad and my sister both have Crohn's, so it's an autoimmune disease. Um, and that was like it was really difficult to see that like growing up because it really does break you down a lot if it's not handled properly. And so when I came to college, I had the opportunity to like kind of pick a career or like pick like where I wanted to go. I really wanted to like help people, but I definitely am like better in like a business role. So that's why I kind of do like medical business now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense. Um,
Do you find it to trust other?
Sorry, what was that?
I don't know why my microphone's being funny. Do you find it easy to trust other people?
Not in particular. I think that like I have to know you for a decent amount of time to trust you. Like, and everybody's different, like the amount of time. It really just depends on like how they are as a person.
mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think is the easiest? I mean, when you make a decision, how do you go about doing it?
I mean, I kind of just weigh like the pros and cons. My dad always tells me to think about like the consequences, so I kind of think about like what the fallout of the decision will be like. Um, I just kind of go from there. Cause I just like I don't know. Like this morning, like when it comes to like stuff like food, like I be trying not to make those decisions. I'm like, can somebody else just pick where we eat? Like I just want to eat. Cause like I like everything. So it's like overwhelming. But like in like stuff for like my life, like career or like school or something like that, like I feel like the things that I have regrets about when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to decisions for myself are the moments that like they were important decisions and I acted like it was like a food decision. So like for example, my university, like I didn't pick my university, my mom did.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to pick my university, but my mom like kind of coerced me into going to UF because it was like close to home and like if something happened. But in the reality, like I don't even talk to my mom. So like why did I let her do that? To this day, like I don't know, like it sounded good in the moment. But now that I'm older, I wish I would have like picked something that I felt was better suited for myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Um, mm, mm. If you could
What do
be
you look
born.
for in other people?
Okay.
What do I look for in other people?
Yes.
Like romantic partners or like friendships?
Either one or both.
I think in my friendships, I look for like I look for like people who like to have a good time for sure, but I look for people who have like goals, aspirations, things going for themselves. Like I like to surround myself with people who are like, oh, like guys, we should try to start a small business or like, excuse me, we should get involved with like this little thing or like people who like to go to like farmers markets or something like that. Like me and my friends, we go out of town and we go on like little trips, like we like to travel. And my friends are really like caring people. Like they're very like just very emotional people, I guess. Very passionate is what I'll say. In relationships, I definitely go for like stability. I definitely go for someone who's like career driven, not necessarily high maintenance in like the way that they carry themselves, but high maintenance in the expectations that they have for their household. So like they want someone who wants to get a house, they want to get married, they want to like have some of those traditional things without necessarily being like super traditional, like I need you to stay home, cook and clean 24/7, you know, like I want like kind of like a fusion style relationship where like it's traditional in certain aspects, but we're still modern in others. You know, like I think some of like the most important conversations to have with your partner, like things like, do you want to beat your kids? Do you want to have kids? Like, because I feel like a lot of people like, especially like me being Hispanic, I feel like a lot of Hispanics go into relationships and they don't think about shit like that. Like we're like, hell yeah, we're gonna beat our kids. Like our parents beat the shit out of us. What are you talking about? So like we like that's like an afterthought. But like a lot of people want to like gentle parent, or some people don't want to buy a house at all. They think it's like a waste of time with the way the economy is going. So I really try to like just get like a fusion of that. Like obviously, like I don't want anybody that's super traditional. I don't want any man that's gonna like hit me if I don't make him dinner. So
Well, that was a lot there. We've got to go in there. Um, what's something that instantly makes you mad?
um I don't like to be rushed. like like when I'm doing so, or here's a better one. I don't like to be late. I don't like to be late. I get really aggravated when I start feeling like I'm late because then I know I'm gonna have to be rushed. So I don't like those things that make me uncomfortable. Like I don't like tripping into other people's time. I don't like feeling like I'm wasting other people's time because when I'm at work and people are wasting my time, I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? So I don't like to do that to other people because like I just believe in like good karma. I'm like, okay, like if I'm like on my P's and Q's, you know, hopefully like everybody in my life is gonna be on their P's and Q's, you know, like I just try to like offset the balance a little bit. But like also like it just genuinely like is aggravating to be late. Like I don't know what it is. Like it bothers me.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That's okay. If you could be born in any time period, past, future, whatever, what would you take and why?
Um
It could be current.
So like so like if it wasn't for racism, like if racism is not a factor, like I really do like the time period of the 20s, like that Gatsby vibe. Like I like that very like embellished, like rich, like just very like everything is like fun. There's a lot of new technology, like that new age vibe. But I feel like that time period is very similar to what we're in now. Like because history repeats itself. So we're kind of in that phase now. Like we have like AI and Teslas and electric cars and things like that are coming out. Like there's a lot of new technology. It's oversaturated.
Mhm.
I just like the fashion and like the idea of the 20s is nice.
Okay.
Without the racism though.
Okay. Okay. Shelly, got anything?
Oh yeah. Did I didn't ask about authority, right?
Oh yeah. No, we haven't asked that.
Okay.
That's
How do you how do you feel about authority?
Um, I think that authority is necessary for things like obviously we don't want to be living in chaos. I personally don't like to be micromanaged. A decent amount of authority is fine, you know, like everybody has a boss, I guess. Whether you're a CEO, you still have to answer to like the government, I guess. Like, everybody has a like their chain of command. So it's like you're always gonna have to answer to somebody. But like I don't like overarching authority. Like I don't like diving in, like trying to like tell me everything I need to do all the time. Like I feel like when I know what I need to do, I'm really good at accomplishing what I need to get done. And I don't need to be constantly like told or reassessed on my knowledge of what I need to be doing. Like I think that that's like annoying.
How do you feel about being boss around or told what to do?
Um Yeah, I don't like it. Like I'm not really going for that. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Like I don't like a dictatorship style. I'm not going for like a romantic relationship where like you're trying to be my dad. I will tell you very quickly, I have 2 dads. I don't need another. You're not paying my bills. I don't care. Like, I'm just like, you're here to be my partner. And then like, even in like work, like if you're being like overbearing, I'm gonna be like, yo, like chill out, or I'm going to HR. Like, you have a job. You have a job and I have a job, and I was hired to do my job. So obviously I know how to do my job. So like, chill out. This is harassment. So I don't know.
Okay. Uh,
I don't like that. Like, some people, like, you know what I mean when I'm saying like your boss is like just
yeah.
doing too much. Like, they're overbearing. They're like every time, like, did you file that paperwork? Did you go check on this patient? Did you do that? Bro, shut up. Like, I got it.
Okay. Okay. Um, what is some difficult you've had to do in the last year?
I think the most difficult thing I had to do in the last year was completely cut off contact with my mom. So I've always had a really close relationship with my mom, but we've always had a very toxic relationship because my mom's an alcoholic and she has bipolar depression. So like, she can be very like verbally and physically abusive. And again, I'm not going for that. So within the last couple of months, I really just did have to go no contact with her. It's not my first time doing that, but this has been like definitely a more serious period of that, just because of the way that she acts with like me and the rest of my family. Like, I'm very big on respect, and she clearly has none for like people, boundaries, personal items. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So you got anything? My brain's going blank.
What are things that make you happy?
There we go.
Things that make me happy. When I get a bonus on my paycheck, that makes me happy. um, I like traveling. Traveling makes me happy. I like hanging out with my friends, you know, like being very social, like we go on like movie nights, or like we just hang out and like talk shit, you know, whatever, just catch up. I like to be with my dog. He's so cute. Makes me very happy. What else? I like to eat. I like trying new foods. Like, I like to try new places, I guess. New experiences, like stuff like that makes me happy. Like, I get like a thrill high, or whatever it's called. I don't know. I think just new things in general. Like, I just got a new apartment. My closet's huge. That made me happy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to be happy about.
So you can always find something to be happy about, huh?
Honestly, yeah. You know, like, I definitely think I can always find something to be happy about. Whether or not I choose to do so is a different question.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Um, what do you think what is 3 words your friends would say about you?
My friends would definitely say that I'm loud, I'm crazy. Um, let's think of like a third one that's really popular.
Really popular.
But I think they would say that I'm like protective. Like, I'm very protective of my friends.
Okay. So loud, crazy, protective. Okay. I'm drawing blanks. Got anything?
So, what was your best memory from childhood?
That's a good one.
Um, uh, like when you say my childhood, you mean like my teenage years too, or like when I was like a kid?
Yeah, from 0 to 18.
Okay. Dang, I don't know. I think my best childhood memory was maybe like when I finally hit like my glow up and I wasn't getting like bullied anymore. I like I think it was like my freshman summer or my sophomore summer of high school. What was it? I think it was my freshman summer of high school. But it really like gradually started in like 8th grade. But it really hit that summer. It just like took off. And then I came to school the next year and I was like really popular and like I had like a lot of friends. And then like a lot of guys that used to like guys, because I'm from a small town. So guys that I've known since like elementary school, they used to pick on me on the playground and like be like, ew, you're ugly, the fuck, like started like trying to ask me to like homecoming and stuff. And so it was like a major turnaround. Like it kind of like I was like, what the fuck? It was really weird. So I feel like that was like a really enjoyable period, like socially for me, because I was just like I had never had that much social attention before. And excuse me, so it was something like really new to experience. And it was really positive for me. Cause like I said, I wasn't getting like bullied anymore. I had a lot of friends. I was like going out and like getting to hang out with people and do things like whereas before like I was not doing that because I didn't have anybody to do it with. So
You weren't angry about that?
like angry about what? Like not having a lot of friends?
I'm shit. If something changed and then all of a sudden the next year everybody want to be my friend, I wouldn't be their fucking friend. Fuck out of here.
Well, I had like I went to a new school in 8th grade. And so I had a few friends there. And then our school had a transition. So we got a bunch of new students that year too. But because it's a small area, a lot of people I already knew from like elementary school and stuff. But like I just started hanging out with like a new group of girls that were, I guess, I like more popular. Like they invited me to hang out with them. Um and then like as far as like the boys thing goes, like that didn't really bother me. Like I distinctly told a guy, I was like, I'm not gonna go to homecoming with you. Like you literally bullied me like ever since like 2nd grade, but like fuck off. He was like, really? Like you're not gonna let that shit go? And I'm like, no. So like with the people that like I needed to like kind of have a backbone with, I did. But for the most part, like it wasn't like crazy. Like I still knew people. Like I had like a few friends here and there, but it was just like more dramatic.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean to cut you off, Mercer.
Go
What
ahead.
does it look like when you get angry?
Mercer, what does it look like when I get angry?
This bitch
When
crazy.
I get I think when I get angry, like it's gonna go one or two ways. So like if I'm sober and I'm mad, like it's definitely gonna be all over my face for sure. I'm definitely gonna be like mean mugging the fuck out of whoever pissed me off. But the likelihood of me like being really reactive with them is not as high. Like I'm probably just gonna be like kind of quiet, just like it is what it is, like whatever. Like, but I'll call my friends and I'll vent and I'll be like, yo, fuck this motherfucker. Ah! But like if I'm drunk and you piss me off, like it's going from 0 to 60 like very, very fast. Like I'm definitely gonna hit you with one of the if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Like I'm definitely gonna hit you with that line at some point. And then if you don't leave me alone, like it's gonna escalate. Like it's just gonna keep escalating. This is why earlier I was like, if I go to jail for something, it's probably assault because like bitches be playing. I don't know.
So when you can't express your anger, do you think you get passive aggressive and like try to get revenge?
I think I can be a vengeful person, but I'm not always like that. So like sometimes like and this is how I know I'm maturing because I used to be very vengeful and spiteful when I was younger. Like people would do things to me and I'd be like, fuck this bitch. We gotta get even. But like now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to be like, okay, you know what? Like that guy's a piece of shit. Like, you know what, that's on me. I shouldn't have dated him. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do? So like I'll still be like, fuck him, but like I'll be like, I hope he gets cheated on his next relationship, but I'm not gonna like go key his car or anything. Like maybe I should, but like I'm not. Like I don't know.
Oh my god.
My ex asked me if I keyed his car, and I was like, no, must be one of the other girls you're fucking with. Like it really wasn't me. So like as I get older, my temper is starting to like lax. But I definitely think there's still extreme situations where I'm gonna be crazy. Like
That's It's good to know it gets better with.
I'm trying to mature. I'm working on myself. Every day is a new chance to be better.
Wow, she's wild. She's crazy.
Bro, I don't want to hear that. Like, I haven't hit anybody in the head at the club with a bottle yet. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm golden. I am golden because I have seen some things.
Okay.
So I'm golden.
Okay. So what do you think are the what is something that causes like is a tough thing for you to handle all the time? Like what's something that you know every time you have to handle this, it's gonna be tough?
Dealing like the first thing that comes to mind is like dealing with like financial aid in like college, like just dealing with like the paperwork and stuff that comes with going to school. Like it's a pain in the ass. Like I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. I don't feel like going to school should be that hard. Like I feel like they make it harder than it needs to be. And then also like if you're paying for your own stuff and they're not giving you any like money, like why do I even have to fill out this form? Like it's really annoying. And then you have to put your parents' information on it. I don't talk to my parents. So it's like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
All righty. We got your personality type. Kanese, you're hilarious. You're hilarious. So off the bat, like you're informative. So that means you give a lot of information. You generally don't like to tell people what to do. You just kind of like give them extra information and hope they figure it out. Okay. As somebody like me and Shelly, we're like pretty direct. Like we don't fucking tell you what to do. You're more of like, you know, I'll give you information and hope this motherfucker finds out, or you'll just give extra information. Okay, you're pragmatic. You're rebellious. You know, you're not big. You're not a big fan of authority, being micromanaged. You like to make your decisions yourself. You like your freedom. It's gonna be big for pragmatic people. Okay, you're a TFI user, which means you know and care about popularity. Popularity is important to you. You talked about like, oh, you know, during the glow up, I became popular. You know what you like. If someone asks you, like, you're like, I know what to. I could be happy about anything. You can pretty much spin that around any way you want to. You know how to be efficient in business. You talked about that. Like that's one of the skills you have. It's more of a TE thing. It's like you could pretty much run circles around people. Seems as though you are extroverted. Okay, go figure. You said you're loud, crazy. You know, you don't mind talking. You don't mind like just getting out there. It's a nice skill. So and you let's see what else do we have? We have progression focus. So you're about the journey of life. You're not looking at a particular outcome of anything. You're just going through life, and like the journey is the most important thing to you. It's not like you're looking for an end product. Um, you're just like, yeah, I'm on this journey of life, and I'll figure it out as I go. So with that being said, you are ESFP. Um, ESFPs are very fun people. Keith is also an ESFP, my cousin. You and Keith have the same personality type.
you always say this.
I wanted to confirm it though, because I was like, I don't know, but it is, yeah. We got to see it. You feel very comfortable telling. I mean, you feel comfortable like being around anybody. Like you know. I think definitely you should look into maybe some type of, I don't know, arts or acting, anything like that might be a better venture for yourself.
I used to paint a lot when I was a kid, but I just don't have time to do that anymore. And it doesn't bring me like relaxation and stuff like it used to. Like I used to like it a lot. And now it's just like, now it's like stressful to me. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm too focused on like what I want to like paint or whatever instead of like just doing it. But like I can't just like do it. I need to like have some like forethought about what I'm gonna do. So I don't do it anymore because I don't like it.
Do you get bored?
Yeah, I get bored. Yeah. Or like I'll get like so detail oriented into it that it makes me bored. Like I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore because I have to put so much time into the amount of detail that I want to put into it. And I don't like have the time to do it. Like I have better things to do. So I'm like, fuck this. Like I'll do it later. And then later never comes.
Do you feel as though you start a lot of things and don't finish a lot of things?
No, like I just choose not to start things that I know I'm not gonna finish.
Yeah.
Unless it's a candle. A lot of my candles are like, it's not finished, but you know.
Shelly, what Enneagram you think she is?
I don't know. I texted you.
Oh shit, I didn't even see it. Okay. Yeah, I can't tell if she's either 4 or 7. A 4 is kind of like, it feels as though they're misunderstood by everyone. 7 is kind of like adrenaline junkie to a degree. Which one do you think you would be more? Someone who's kind of like envious of other people, kind of likes to dwell
I
in.
don't really think I'm like an envious person.
Okay, so you're 7. Okay, good thing we figured that out. You're 7, and I think she's a sexual 7. And what that mean? It doesn't mean like that. So there's 3 different subtypes. Okay, uh, they're self-preserving, they're social, and they're sexual. Okay,
What was the 7 again? Like what did you say the 7 was again? It's like a
shit. I gave you the wrong one. I thought you were a 4. We're going with 7 here. Let me see. We're going with 7 because
scratch his head.
let's see, 7. So it says often important having a good experience early in life. Oh man, that's odd.
What?
So 7. Let's see. What is the sin of 7? There's a lot here, man. Hold down. So there's like 3. That's the self-preserving one. Okay. This 7 are very practical, good at networking, and skilled at getting what they want and finding a good deal. They tend to be opportunists, self-interest, pragmatic, calculating, and clever. They readily recognize opportunities for creating an advantage for themselves. In this way, Naranjo explains gluttony expresses itself in self-preserving 7 and the excessive concern with making a good deal at every opportunity. Yeah, so you're gonna be self-preserving, 100%. You're about making money. You're about getting business. You seem to be quite good with that. So I would say you're self-preserving. Change that. Self-preserving.
Okay.
7. ESFP.
You should take a test and let them know what it is.
Huh?
I said she should take a test and let you know what it is. So that
Yeah. Also send you a test.
Okay, if you send it to me, I'll do it.
Yeah, you got any questions, Kanese?
No. Thanks for the conversation.
Thank you, Kanese. You have a great day.
hilarious.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.